once, but 2 days in a row. Now, in the most recent tweet about this incident, Greene just simply stated, swatted again last night. And in the previous tweet regarding the swatting that occurred the day before, she said, last night I was swatted just after 1 a.m. I can't express enough gratitude to my local law enforcement here in Rome, Floyd County. More details to come. Now, here's what happened during the first call, okay? Wednesday morning, police officers in Rome responded shortly after 1 a.m. Eastern time to a 911 call reference to a subject being shot multiple times, said Rome Police Assistant Chief Debbie Burnett. Upon arriving at the address, they discovered this was the home of Marjorie Greene, Burnett said. Greene assured the officers there was no issue and the call was determined to be false, a false call commonly known as swatting. And when it comes to the second call, there was.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene got swatted twice back-to-back days. I'm not any expert on how to find a swatter, how to stop swatting. To me, it just feels like it shouldn't be that hard. Like if the FBI, or I don't know if this is even Capitol Police territory, because this is an active congresswoman, it just doesn't seem like it should be that hard. Somebody called the police. They're using these different tools to hide where they are, hide their voice, and they say that something's going on at this residence. So the police come flooding in. And they can't stop this stuff from happening. I just don't buy it.
So there are details about that as well. So the 911 dispatch for Rome/Floyd County then received a second call from the suspect who was using a computer-generated voice stating that he/she was upset about Greene's political view on transgender youth rights, Burnett said. The call was received on what appeared to be a suicide crisis line from an internet chat, the statement said. Police also said it was confirmed this was a second false report. Now, Marjorie Greene has put out other tweets blaming the left for what happened to her. Look, to be clear, I don't know for sure who did this, who's behind it. I don't know what their political motivations are. What I do know is, regardless of what you feel about any particular person, including this terrible member of Congress, you shouldn't be putting anyone's life in danger by swatting them, because we know what swatting situations are like. We have done a story about, multiple stories at this point, about a transgender streamer, Keffels, who's been swatted several times and has now moved as a result of that, just to keep herself safe.
So the Young Turks did as good of a job as you would expect. They're obviously not fans of Marjorie Taylor Greene, which is fine. This swatting stuff is out of control, and it just represents another part of this spiral downhill. And we're downhill and there's nothing to grab onto. I remember I think this is the only time I went skiing. I went skiing one time. And I went down the little bunny hill. And I learned how to balance a little bit. I was like, okay. And then I forget the next level. So I was with my girlfriend at the time. And so we both did the bunny hill and we got it. Okay. We went up to the next level of the hill and it was okay. Never really learned how to stop. I forgot which one I don't think it was diamond, but it might've been black or something. We went on one that was pretty steep and pretty fast. We're both going down the hill and she wipes out. She like spectacular, like agony of defeat, like arms out in the air, skis all over the place. And she was actually a little bit ahead of me. I didn't know how to stop. So I'm looking at it. So I'm going down, I'm looking at her spill out and I can't really stop. And then I actually crouch down and bend down and I actually go faster. It did not look good that she spilled out. And not only did I not stop, I went zoop and I went fast. I went down all the way down the hill, but I couldn't stop. And then I had to come back up. That's where we are. That's where we are as a country. You don't know how to stop. And even if you wanted to, you couldn't. You're just going down the hill. It doesn't matter if you're going to fall down or ski down. You can't stop this snowball. Marjorie Taylor Greene said, if that's the war the left wants, then that's the war they're going to have. And she didn't mean war like as in like a physical war. She meant like she has this bill. I'm not for the bill. It's a federalized bill to ban. I understand what she's saying. Morally, I'm on her side, but it should not be legislated. And you create this back and forth. And I know the left is savage, so they don't hold any punches. But at some point, we have to take a different off ramp. I'm going to end with this. The left are the aggressors. They are very angry people, and I don't know why. Maybe there's different reasons for it. But Marjorie Taylor Greene simply tweeted about it. The second swatting. She got swatted twice, y'all. She said, marked safe from being swatted today. That's it. I mean, nothing big there. John Pavlovitz replies, you're scared? Huh, Marge? You should be. Well, number one, John, she never said she was scared. I can guarantee you, and Marjorie Taylor Greene has never said she's scared in public about this. I can guarantee that to you. So that doesn't make sense. But you want her to be scared. That's obvious. And you said she should be. Hey, John, is that a threat? Are you too scared to admit what you really want to say? To my knowledge, John has not followed up on this. If you go to John's profile, the first thing you see is love. Author of If God is Love, Don't Be a Jerk. This isn't a parody. This is real. Nothing to see here. Just a pastor threatening a woman, a congresswoman on Twitter. Love your neighbor. Get that V. This is about more than you. I guess beware of false prophets.